You're listening to Off the Stage.
And welcome to Off the Stage. It's the show where we take musicians off the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world. I'm Barry Hagman. This is Conor Michael, and today we have James Witham and co. Hello. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Tell us what you're about, what kind of music you do and stuff.
My name is James Witham. I'm a singer-songwriter I'm from Teesside originally, but I always say I'm from Newcastle. That's where the band's based, where we do most of our gigs and stuff. So I was born in North Tees. I write I always struggle to define my music, but it's indie rock really. A lot of influence from the likes like Pink Floyd and that as well. I love spacey sounds and stuff like that. This is my lead guitarist, Joe Clifton.
Hello. Awesome. So I take it, obviously you've got a band. How many is in your band?
It's four of us, so just me, bass, lead, drummer.
Classic indie rock setup.
Yeah.
The first question that we always tend to forget, and I'm not going to forget this time, is what you're drinking?
Honey stout.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but I think it's that.
Yeah.
Or honey and coffee.
There is one downstairs that says that, so it could be.
It'll be that.
I just wanted to try something different, didn't you?
Yeah.
I've got a Guinness,
Yeah, it's quite
Right, it is.
Guinness you can't go on, can you? Because it's kind of self-explanatory.
I was to say, I've normally got some weird sour. Last week was a cider, and I couldn't finish it.
I forgot what I had this time, but I remember this time because it's brewed here in the actual Ship Isis. I should also mention that we are at the Ship Isis in Sunderland. We are here every week. This is called Weir Beer.
Weird, yeah.
Weir Beer, and it's the one. And it's quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't usually drink bitter. From the tap, I'm always like a lager or fruity kind of guy. But sometimes I do because it's not fizzy, and sometimes I'm getting old, I get the heartburn these days. So these
drink.
I understand why old people drink
John
Smiths and stuff like that, because there's no gas in it. So it's just
it though.
I like
I always thought John Smith was the worst thing in the world, and then slowly warmed to it all the time.
I've truly never tried it before.
Yeah.
I kind of went to Guinness and stopped. And I was like, that's my adventure for now.
Yeah.
John Smith's is okay.
I've had Guinness from Ireland or in Ireland.
It's good.
Oh yeah, it's
different.
Well, it's a different planet than the Guinness.
It's great.
But the thing is, because it's all about the Guinness, is all about the pour, how many pours you get. So everybody orders a Guinness in Ireland, so you're always going to get a good fresh Guinness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Fun fact. The other fun fact is John Smith. Do you know John Smith's?
I don't know him.
I'm from the Dublin Atolls this
Okay.
year. So John Smith's, and the Sam Smith's pubs, they're brothers, and one of them went to do beer and the other one went to do pubs. Although you'll never find a John Smith's in a Sam Smith's pub. It's kind of like Puma and Adidas. I'm assuming, so I don't know too much about it, but I was like, but it makes sense. Smiths,
Yeah.
Anyway, it's my fun fact.
That was a great 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Just going back into the music then. So what kind of influences got you into music?
I think initially it was quite sort of standard Oasis. I think that was at the first. I actually remember it very well. I was coming back from Manchester Airport on holiday, and I'd never really listened to music before. So I was quite young.
Yeah.
I was just, because I had nothing else to do. It was like 4 a.m, so I was really tired, and I put in my headphones. I listened to Don't Look Back in Anger for the first time properly, and I was like, wow, this is cool. I like this guitars and that. And then so that was I remember that as a moment. I started liking music, and I was just listening for a while. And then it was lockdown when I started picking up the guitar and just sort of playing to myself, purely out of boredom, really.
Could you play guitar before that, or was that kind of like the learning stage?
I knew a few chords. My dad played a little bit. My granddad played quite a lot. It was his guitars that we had in the house. And my dad knew very basic stuff, so he sort of showed me a little bit, but it was just purely just learning covers out of with nothing else to do type of thing. And then it sort of grew, and then the moment I realised I would love to do this is listen to Sam Fender.
Right.
Cause I sort of felt like, a lad from near enough where I'm from, doing that, singing about where he's from and everything like that. That was probably, listening to Sam Fender for the first time was probably what really inspired me to to do my own music.
Yeah.
I also want to mention Pink Floyd as well. I think Pink Floyd were like a massive thing for playing like lead guitar, because when we like the studio stuff that I release, it's all me. I'm not trying to take away from Joe playing it live, but a lot of my lead stuff and that is inspired by David Gilmour, and I think yeah, that sort of, I think Pink Floyd was the first band I listened to that were like properly like, wow, do you know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. So yeah, I said that. Those three type things. Yeah.
When you recording, do you go into like a specific studio, or is it like just at home?
Yeah, well, so I make my demos at home. I've got like a quite, I'd say, primitive studio set up at home. But it was a bit of a stroke of luck actually. I met a producer. I went on a work experience day in London at this like record fair thing I was doing, like live sound through college when I was at college. I met a guy there when we were late for our train. So it seems like a bit of a luck moment, but yeah, we were late for our train. I met him. He's a Canadian guy called Julian Kindred. Really, really good producer. He's worked with like Ellie Goulding. Yeah, he's worked with loads of really cool, really good musicians. Yeah, so I met him, and then I basically just sent over my demos and didn't expect to hear anything back, but he liked what I was doing and wanted to work with me.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, shout out to Julian.
So you record at home and then send it to him, and he kind of mixes it all.
No, so I go down Epsom. I don't know London very well, but it's near Epsom to record with him in his studio. Yeah, I'm not good enough to record my own stuff in my room. I wish I was. Save me a lot of money, but I write all the parts myself and the demos myself, so it's like the tracks are kind of almost there.
You just go like, down just to. It's the best way to do it, because it's like obviously recording, like hiring out a recording studio is an expensive thing to do, so it's a wise move to get the demos in, so you know exactly what you're doing when you're going down there, and then they can that makes sense.
Don't get me wrong, sometimes he tells me like that part is not getting in there, and you know,
well, that's the sign of a good producer.
It's good. It's like, because obviously I really respect his opinion on things and stuff, and like with the demos, it's not like obviously the finished article, but it is good to have a rough idea of what we're doing. The parts are normally like nearly there and stuff. But yeah, he's great. He's a really good guy to work with, so I get on with him really well. So
yeah. Obviously, when you were saying earlier you're from Teesside, but obviously you based yourself in Newcastle because of the band. How did you get the band members then? How did you meet them in order to form the band it is?
So it was Joe. Actually, I used to be in another band when I was in college. I went to Hartlepool sixth form. Joe came to see me play a few times, and Joe was like, were you just starting to play guitar at that point?
Yeah, I was like just starting.
Yeah. And then I was quite good friends with Joe's best friend at the time. We were in the same class together at college. So I ended up just sort of getting to know Joe a little bit. And then it was
summer like before uni.
Yeah, so like two summers ago.
Yeah,
something like
that.
Yeah. So we became sort of like, I wouldn't even say we were like really friends. We were friends, but we weren't like good friends.
No.
We sort of like hung about through mutual people, and then we ended up living together at uni, because I was living with Sam and he went to live with Sam in the same flat, and we just sort of hit it off over like love of guitar music and stuff. So me and Joe were started doing like bits. I was kind of already writing. I'd already like wrote and recorded some stuff myself. I was kind of doing my own thing, but didn't have a band because the band I was in college dispersed. And then so we went to a music society in uni when we were in like, sort of October time. Met our drummer.
Yeah, he was like sat outside like having a little rollie on the bench, like, you know.
Yeah, we looked at him.
Like, sounds like a good drummer to be fair. When they're doing that.
Like he looks really cool.
He said something stupid that we heard though, and we were like, "What is this guy talking about?" Before we even knew who he was. Yeah, and then
he's with some girl as well. So
he was out. Yeah,
we started like, and I was saying I was going to ask him like, what instrument does he play, and I was thinking like drums, like please drums, because drummers are like
gold or something.
Yeah. And he was like, drums, and I was like, oh, amazing. Got him in, and then it was kind of like us, my friend from the other band, we were sort of, and we had a singer as well. We were sort of just doing covers for a while, just sort of like, we were only really rehearsing really, we just sort of like, just for fun. And then we met Dan, who plays bass for us now, We went to watch him, and his band won like a band night in the Students' Union.
So you just asked him, like, do you want to
Look,
play my music?
Headhunted. That's pure headhunting, that.
I know. And I thought, like, it was kind of difficult because I felt like a bit like, you know, I was like, who's going to, like, there's this lad here, James Witham, he's a solo artist, he just wants me to come and play his music and take no credit for it. And I was like, thinking, like, I don't know if I'm going to find people who want to do that. Like, luckily I have. But yeah, I think they love it and stuff. And I think, to be fair, I think it works quite well because it's like, they all love playing music. They get to play music live, love it, and I do all the work. I organise it all, and do everything. So it's I know you love it, like just being able to rock up on the day and play the songs.
Is there anything you ever delegate? So, for example, you turn up to the studio and be like, "Hey, I've got a new song. Do you want to go put a new lead on this?" Or is there like social media aspects where you're like, right, you take care of Instagram, I'm on TikTok, you do Facebook, I'll book gigs, etc. Or
I do all the social media, all the gig book and everything like that. Anything in terms of, I guess, admin is I do all that type of stuff.
I made a poster once.
He did make a poster once.
Canva?
Oh, that's his clip.
No, I think it was Adobe through the uni thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we get it free with you.
Yeah.
Better than mine. Mine are all Canva.
Mine's Canva.
But yeah, in terms of like writing and stuff, it's weird. It's kind of shifted a bit recently because it used to be initially like I'd write everything other than the drums because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I just like your software drums on Logic and stuff. I've got a few plugins as well, but yeah. But now it's like it's kind of a bit more band oriented now, I'd say, because it's kind of I enjoy it, and I think we all enjoy it. Like I'll come with like an acoustic track to rehearsal, and we'll all kind of knock it up together, suggest different things, and kind of all make it come out as it's more of a, I would say it's more of a band.
Now it is.
Now like, we do it more
Weatherman
collaboratively.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
George III, that song you put it all because it's a bit complicated, but Weatherman you sort of just came in. I remember Dan was late like half an hour one time, so we like put it together without Dan for the first half an hour. Yeah, but like I enjoy like putting it together in the rehearsal.
It's the best way to do it because it means that you're more of a band than just like regular session musicians, which I think does help with like what's the word, camaraderie? Is that
yeah, well, it makes you more of a band.
Yeah.
Like anybody can rock up on stage and say, oh, you do guitar. Like I said, I'm doing a gig at the end of the year and it's going to involve a band that we've never played together. I'm just going, you can play guitar, you can play bass, and we'll see what happens.
That's like us as well.
But actually, like being a band, I think we were saying off pod beforehand, there's a difference when you've got the band energy on stage.
Yeah.
That makes the live show better than just going to say, well, he was a good guitarist and he was a good drummer, but the bass didn't kind of work. If you're all connected, it makes for like the best shows.
Yeah. We have like another bass player who's kind of like we have two lads that kind of do the bass for us. And Ollie's come through, who was my mate from before, who played in the first band with me, and he's really not like writing his own parts. Like I'll tell him to play one thing and he doesn't like it. Yeah. Like to do, but he's really, really good as well. And yeah, it is good. I enjoy knocking up a song. It feels like it's like a bit of a collaborative achievement when it's like that song's like sounding really good now after we've played it through a few times and everything.
It's like satisfying to see like how like when you play it and you're like sick of playing it. But everyone's got it locked in. Yeah. But then it's like, it started off as like I was just looking at you whilst you're like strumming some chords. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah.
How often do you rehearse? Like as a band, do you have like a schedule like right every Wednesday at 8 p.m. or something?
Every Wednesday at
5 to 7.
We try to anyway. Obviously with uni and everything. Yeah. It doesn't always work out like that, but yeah, we normally do every Wednesday, and then normally like we'll try and do the night before a gig as well.
Yeah, got a gig we'll do like 2. It depends how well rehearsed we were. One gig we did 2-3 hour rehearsals for the 2 days before.
Yeah,
what was that?
That was because it was HMV. We hadn't played for 4 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm like that. I normally, when I've got a build up of a big gig or gigs coming up, I'm the same. I'm every Wednesday. Yeah. It's like daytime, kids are at school. I'll go to a practice room, and I'm just a loop pedalist, but I'd rather be in a studio because you feel like you're working. If I'm doing it in the house, I just feel like I can just sack off.
It's procrastination in it.
Yeah. When there's been a few times when it's like I've been like there's been a few acoustic sets I might be doing. So I want to go and rehearse in the rehearsal room.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like
feels like you're at work.
Yeah. It's like just the environment. It's like right, we're here.
Yeah, it's like gig environment as well.
Yeah,
isn't it? It's like
mentality.
Dress rehearsal, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been getting quite a lot into like microphone stuff as well. It's like I feel like I need to sing into a microphone, like a live microphone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just might be me being way too thing about
microphone technique is because I mean
I think.
Yeah, I mean there's some, especially young bands. There was one I saw. I can't remember the name of them now. The guy was like singing. You could tell he's never used a microphone before because he was like playing guitar and he was singing like that. But he wasn't looking. He wasn't into the microphone. He was just like down, like, and you couldn't hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
You got to practice everything that
absolutely.
can happen on stage. Do you ever practice stage presence when you're in a practice room? Are you like, this is what we're going to say in between songs and do
a little bit. We started doing it more. We obviously we've only really been going as a band since October. It's something we've definitely tried a little bit. Like there's a few things I'll say, right, I'll just say this and then go straight into the song kind of thing.
Like the flow of the set type
Yeah,
thing,
we have like a little intro piece that we do and then we don't say anything, go straight into the first tune. So we do a little bit of that. I like to sit in my room as well and play the guitar and pretend like I'm at Wembley and
Yeah, you always come out and say like, "Oh, I'm going to say this at the next gig." You just never say anything. Found the best thing to say.
It's always like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll be sat in bed awake and it'd be like, "Oh, I need to say that." I'll be so good. I'll say that before the song, and then
when it gets there, it's like, "Oh."
There's 4 people looking at me.
Beforehand, obviously, you mentioned 2 songs. There was George III and Weatherman. Obviously, we'll talk about them more in the second part, but we're about to watch you guys do a pub table session. Would you like to introduce the song that you're going to play for us?
Yep, so that song is called Weatherman. I wrote it about a year ago. It's one of my favourite songs that we play. It's kind of about... It's a bit of a story about a hero who kind of saves people, but doesn't get any recognition for that, and kind of feels hard done by that. Comes from a place of quite a personal story. When I went, my nana was ill in hospital and stuff. That was my first experience, kind of seeing someone like ill and stuff. And I saw like, the nurses around her and stuff, and I thought like, you know, like they are heroes. Like they work so hard and get nothing really. Do you know what I mean? Like financially and like, you know, I know people appreciate it and stuff. But it's sort of about that. I guess that was the time I wrote it, and it just it's like a nice little story as well. Just kind of describing that and
cool. Awesome. All right.
So if you want to hear it now, here is Weatherman.
There's a man who lives under a hole in a fence, and he sits and he prays on his own. He doesn't know a time or a place. He's a mess, and he doesn't let anyone know that he's watching the roads for threats to his home, keeping the citadel safe. When there's danger around, we know he's in town to bring us peace once again. It's a call out for the weatherman. He makes the sky a promised land as he holds on to his satellite and forces his smiles into the night. Yet he doesn't ask much of anyone, just laughs and jokes among a song. A train out of the stratosphere, he just can't wait to get out of here. Oh, I remember a day, it was months ago now, a storm rolling over the hills, a hellfire alarm ringing sounds from the grave, as we question our livelihood still. Yet a suddenly clear reinvention of hope flies through the air to amaze us, standing in awe as he clears out the storm, all with a smile on his just can't wait to get out of here. Oh. You can find him inside of everyone you've ever known. He lies and confines in the natural parts of his soul. He yearns to be heard as he raises his all on his own. You're everything he is, a version of residual clone. It's a call out for the weatherman. He makes the sky a promised land. So he holds on to his satellite and falls his smiles into the night. Yet he doesn't ask much of anyone, just laughs and jokes among us. A train out of the stratosphere. He just can't wait to get out of here. Oh. He just can't wait to get out of here. It's a call out for the weatherman. He makes the sky a promised land. Thank you.
And welcome back, and thank you very much for doing the song. I really liked this. You said it where you don't do many like acoustic kind of versions of that. Is that the first time you did that like acoustically, or is it
Second.
second? Oh, that's cool.
In like a live environment. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was very
Sounds good. I always like alternatives. Like obviously when we were growing up, you got B-sides to singles, and it was normally the acoustic side of the big built production, and then one guy with a guitar, maybe a couple of keys in the background. It's always good to have that difference.
Yeah.
We had a fellow on our podcast, a guy called Fail to Ignite, and he does loop pedal with all this like alt rock stuff, and all his gigs are drums and electric guitar. And we went to a gig, was it the back end of last year, where he just did acoustic set. And sometimes that contrast is just really nice to see.
I love listening to like artists' acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
I love the studio stuff, and then
That's why that's why I really wanted to do this kind of setup, because I think it just, you just strip back a song, it sounds different, and it's just something a bit new and
more
you know,
emotion.
I think it's cool. And as I say, like I grew up listening to like MTV Unplugged and stuff like that, and it's it's my jam.
I really like the subtle differences, like when it's an acoustic, it's like if they just skip a part or something, or skip a verse that like wouldn't work well and replace it with something else, like you know,
I think outside the box a bit, because
it makes the song different for every experience. But obviously that was Weatherman, wasn't it?
yes.
And that's not out yet. It will be out later in the year.
It's hopefully around, I'd say like sort of summertime. But it's on the way. It's been recorded and stuff. So it's that seems to be everyone likes that
the
one.
crowd favourite.
Cool.
It's got like a very easy, like after like the chorus is like 4 times or something when we play it live, and like by the end of it, like you've heard it enough times where you know what the lyrics are, so people, like when you play it at like venues that we're playing at the minute, people can sing it, which is like a wow thing, you know.
So what kind of vibe do you get from the crowd? Is it one of them like lights on phones? Is it one of them we're all going to sing woes, or they just dance and sing the chorus kind of thing? Or
it's dancing the chorus.
It's that kind of vibe.
Weatherman's the first song where it's like people have people sing a few of the tracks back, but the first time I noticed it was in Weatherman, when we played at Little Buildings the first time. People singing it back, and I was like, you know, the classic moment of like,
Noel got the thing of like in your bedroom, and then
that's it. Like you don't have to be on a Wembley stage. You get it in a small iconic venue like Little Buildings. It still hits home. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But obviously, you were saying earlier as well it's not the next song that's coming out. You've got is it George III?
George III, yeah. It's a very electric song. Like it's very electric guitar driven. It wouldn't have translated very well.
I actually don't think I have enough frets to play it.
Yeah.
Probably not. Acoustic, yeah. But yeah, that's my next single. I really like that song as well. There's I would say my best guitar riff that I've written.
Yeah, it's like because it's got like an instrumental chorus. The guitar riff is the hook in that song, and that song Weatherman is very much the lyrics and the sort of melody of it, and the rhythm of it is the like catchy bit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, no, I think that one should be coming out around April time. Okay. I haven't got a specific date for it yet, but keep an eye out for that one because I do really like that song, and people like it when we play it live as well.
Yeah, it's got loads of energy. It's my favourite to play live because it's got the most going on.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Cool. It's probably the most energetic, out of my songs, I'd say. Yeah. Quite punky and that.
Good opener.
It is, yeah. Play it first.
Well, we've got some Instagram questions. And just quick to our viewers and listeners, if anyone ever wants to get involved, follow us on Instagram at OffTheStageUK. The day we're recording, we tend to put a question thing on the story and you just send through anything you want to ask. So we've got 3 from at Captain_K_Morgan13 and 1 from Nathan GW03. So I'll go through Captain Morgan's first. Question 1 is, what is your worst gig horror story so far, either playing or attending?
It's probably going to be something I've done, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we've had in terms of playing, I don't think we've had a horror gig.
Stop Weatherman at Little Buildings.
Yeah, but that wasn't it wasn't horror.
It was I got booed.
You did.
That sounds quite horrid, to be honest with you.
Little Buildings, you get to listen to the set back record it. We listened back, I was like, I actually got booed. I didn't realise actually being
maybe
booed.
That then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's got to be one of your mates because you got to be brazen and
the drummer's mates just booing me.
Oh really?
I basically I had the capo on and I just wasn't thinking well, I was probably a bit too drunk by the end of the gig and I just tuned it the G and the B string were maybe a semitone out or something. So when we started playing I was like, I've got to stop this.
I was looking over, I was like, what's going on?
Everyone was dancing around already and I had to swap guitar. Yeah.
In terms of personally, there was a gig where I just completely missed the start of a song and I was just there and I was like, oh, where am I?
Yeah.
That was our first. I would say our first gig was probably the worst, understandably. But yeah, it was in Stockton.
Oh yeah.
That was
what you missed the start of a song in that.
Weatherman, yeah.
What on the guitar?
No, I was singing.
It's not.
He didn't even notice. It kind of been that bad, but and there was
I butchered the start of that, Butchered George III, yeah, absolutely distraught. But.
That's what life's for, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
We've learned from it.
We've had a band on here who's their worst part is they were in the middle of a guitar solo and they fell over and dislocated the knee.
Oh, it's not that bad.
So it's not that bad when you think about it. Do you remember which band that was?
I
feel like we spoke about it recently as well.
Was it gotta be something like Hive Mind or something? Was it something like that? I'm sure.
I don't think it was Hive Mind. No. I think it was something, but I'm sure it was at the Bunker.
I nearly fell over at the last gig, but
I actually did fall over.
Did you?
Into you and when we were playing Superman.
I can't remember the band.
Oh, yeah. He's giving me a horrible look like you've had too many red stripes.
Like the vibration hitting the chair.
Makes sense.
Next question. We've got, would you rather only be able to eat sweet or savoury things for the rest of your life?
I'm definitely a savoury man. Yeah. I've never really massively been into sweet things. All right. I've always been...
Not a chocolate fan or anything, or...
No, I'll eat it, but it's
you had your first pepperami about 2 weeks ago.
I did. Yeah. That's all I ate.
It changed his life. Yeah.
But savoury 100%. I'm a savoury man all the way. Joe, you're the same man.
Yeah. Crisps and that.
Yeah. See, I'm a sweet kind of person, but logically, no, I couldn't do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I was going to bag of Tanfastics today, kind of thing. Yeah. It'd be a great life though.
Tanfastics are good,
They're good. That's my hangover cure. They are. Ever since I was 16, I think.
Yeah.
Do you like a bag of Tanfastics every now and again?
I do. But it's I don't know. For some reason, for me, I have this weird thing where it's like if I eat a bag of sweets, it's not as bad as eating a bag of crisps because bag of crisps are bigger.
Yeah,
a big bag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I just kind of
sensations level bag.
Yeah, that's what I want to get every time.
Yeah,
But yeah, my hangover cure is a Subway. I think that's the.
That is a good hangover cure, to be fair.
It feels healthy, doesn't it? It's not. But
it's not yet.
It's
I'm
just
pretty
a
sure
sandwich, isn't it?
It's classed as like a cake, the bread, because there's so much sugar in it.
All right.
Oh, really?
It's like legal classed as a cake, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's another fun fact for you.
What's your hangover cure? Since you have so many.
Rockstar energy drink, or Monster energy, full sugared, has to be full sugared. Down that, and it's just like and then another beer. It's like hair of the dog.
Yeah.
It does work.
Can't be hungover if you don't stop.
It does work. It really does.
I've tried that, and it's just like it does work.
You won't know what to do with drinking when you're hungover.
No,
There's nothing to do.
I've tried it before. In first year at uni, I'd give it a good go, but it just. Then the hangover just gets afterwards. It's just,
Just prolong it.
It's awful.
Yeah, you do get the 2-day hangover, but it's not as bad as the initial. You prolong the pain because the hangovers they are just borrowed fun, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, it's borrowed happiness from
Borrowed happiness.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Is what they say.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Fun fact of what they say. Next one from Captain K Morgan is: what would be the polar opposite of your favourite rig? For example, guitar, amp, pedals, etc.
I guess I've got to say, like, for me personally, like a metal rig, like like mega distortion, mega fuzz, all that type of thing. I normally play like fairly clean tones on my electric when I play. I play like a mix of electric and acoustic when we're doing it live, but yeah, like a
Boss Metal Zone.
Yeah, like a big sort of like a Marshall's right, but I mean like what's like a is it a big metal amp? What's a metal amp brand? I know in my head.
A big metal amp brand.
I don't want to say because I'll end up saying it wrong and getting absolute shit. I'm sure like Mr. Boogie's like a for the metals.
I'm thinking it's not Ibanez, but Ibanez new amp. No, don't. Doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, like a metal rig's probably. I wouldn't be able to cope with a metal rig on stage. I'm too soft for that.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like a bass amp or something. It wouldn't be that.
Yeah, true.
Playing lead guitar. Don't know. Like, yeah.
A folk rig.
Yeah, just a mandolin rig wouldn't be that good.
You could do one of them.
I could do one of them. There was funny you say bass amp. There was a really, I think it was it's called the Fender Bassman. Was it the Fender? I'm sure it was the Fender Bassman. It was designed as a bass amp, but the guitarists loved it too much. That became a guitar amp. This was in the 60s, by the way. But like, they're too expensive for me anyway. But I've always fancied wanting to try one. But they just had a really good tone to them, and obviously they had a really like good low end.
Yeah.
All the guitarists used to use this Fender Bassman. I would say fun fact, but like if you said fun fact,
That one actually
All
was a
facts are
fun
fun,
fact.
Final Instagram question we've got from Nathan GW03. Who's the better Joe?
I think that question's very much depends on in what context. I'd say in
general.
You can answer this because you're Joe, so I'm
No,
not
I can't. That means I can't answer.
Oh
it,
yeah, true.
Because I'm obviously going to say I'm the better Joe.
Shout out to Nathan up putting the question. Nathan's a lovely guy.
Well,
in terms
he's
of
a better musician than me. In terms of
that's quite humble for a lead guitar player.
in terms of like the instrument that we play in the band, he's definitely better at the drums than I am at the guitar.
But as a person, who's the better Joe?
Probably still Joe.
it depends in what though. Like in terms of like.
You're just trying to find something that I'm
No,
better
I'm
than.
not. It's a very tough question between two of
my
best
advice
friends,
is
but-
not to say too much if you wanted to keep a drummer or a guitarist because
Well, I know he's gonna stick around. So Joe Evans.
He's the best. He is.
He's better than me. He's better. He's a great.
He's
lad,
not.
to be
But
fair.
then he's not better at you at singing.
I reckon Joe's this type of lad though. If he tried, he could just do it,
Yeah.
and
Probably.
everyone would love it.
He is quite cool. He
is.
is really cool.
Love you, Joe.
I love you as well.
I mean, that was our Instagram questions. Again,
Yeah.
if you've got any for next week's guest or next season, because I'm sure we've probably finished recording by the time these come out. Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, just drop us a follow anyway.
This is our third recording, so we've got like 7 more to go. So probably not actually. Yeah.
There you go. Follow us at Off the Stage UK and chuck your questions in.
Yeah.
Before we go, you were obviously, as we were saying, we're recording the Ship Isis Sunderland, and you were mentioning that you want to do more gigs in Sunderland.
Yeah. So we've never gigged in Sunderland before. If anyone like give us a gig after what you've heard, that would be great. But I'd love to gig in Sunderland. I've got a family from Sunderland and stuff, and it'd be a great experience.
Yeah,
so,
awesome. Well, like you say, if you get a chance, the Ship Ice is a good one to do. We did a festival once. I don't know whether we've got plans to do another one, but if we did, it would probably be here again.
If I was gonna do another one, I would like to do, and I've not gone on about this live or anything like that, but I've always gone on about you on the like a pub table sessions things, live, like a festival, where it's basically the audience is kind of sat on the stage and you're watching people playing on this table, an unplugged set, like half an hour long or whatnot. Basically, kind of like the NPR Tiny Desk in America, but it's like with a live audience kind of thing.
That'd be really cool.
I really want to do that. It's just planning it.
I think we can get that sorted.
I think we could probably do it.
Season 3.
Yeah, well, that's
live
it.
Audience next time.
There'd be plenty of posters saying, "Please be quiet," because obviously there's got to be no microphones or anything like that. It's just playing.
Might be an invite-only gig.
It could be an invite-only gig. I mean, we could ask the people. What do you think? What would you like to see in a pub table sessions? Would you like an invite only, or would you like to? I guess so. You could do like I think you'd have to do a ticketed, because I'd like to pay the artists.
Yeah.
What you could do?
Well, I think that what I would do is anyone who's been on the podcast gets first invite, because we can advertise it quite well, because you already have your pub table sessions as a thing to say, like, this is what to expect.
Yeah,
which I think would work really well. But aye. So
enough about us.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say we're going about.
27th of March. Is there anything specifically happening? I'm just picking that date out of thin air.
So our first gig in Darlington. Yeah, get yourselves there. It's gonna be a good night. We've it's like a bit of a local band night type thing in the Forum.
Where? Oh, the Forum.
Yeah, it's actually a really cool venue. So I'm really looking forward to playing there.
What kind of band night? Is it like a Battle of the Bands thing, or is it just you guys are headlining?
I think it's just like a local. Let's say a local. It's called Live and Local. It's like every.
How many
Thursday.
is there? 2 of us.
I think so.
Charlie.
No, that's at Teesside Union.
Different gig. Never mind.
Yeah. You can tell that I'm in.
It's all the admin that.
Yep. But yeah, no. So that's on the 2nd of March. Hopefully this comes out beforehand, and you just can get yourselves there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a good night up. Definitely.
Brilliant. Just before we do go, is there anything else you want to plug?
Just if you like what you heard of Weatherman there, or just like the vibe you get from me, enjoy it. Follow my socials.
Likes that.
Follow the socials. James Witham _ Instagram and TikTok. Come see us play live. Stream Walls, my first single. Look out for George III, which should be out by the time this is published. Yeah, just check me out, and yeah, that'll be greatly appreciated.
Awesome.
I think that's us.
Yeah, I would like to do a little plug of my own, if that's okay.
Cool.
If that's okay with everyone.
Of course.
Because in this very pub, the Ship Isis, on the 23rd of April, I am actually playing a headline gig. It's a release party of my new album.
St. George's Day.
Yes, St. George's Day.
Not the album title.
No, it's
Just
not.
the
The album's called Old Fashioned Millennial. And on, I don't know. That's quite a link there.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. That's the day.
Yeah.
23rd.
Yeah, you should do that.
What a day.
Absolutely. But I've got for St. George's Day, I've got a Scottish guy coming down to play a set beforehand as well.
Nice.
Slow for a poet, who's very good. I saw him on TikTok, and you know, sometimes you just see someone on TikTok, you're like, these are flipping mint, and you just think, I've just got to message them, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll come down." They'll come down, so yeah, it's going to be a good. It's like, so if you like your folk music and stuff like that, I class myself as folk rock. So it's like, it's not just boring old sit down on a chair, you know, it's lively folk. If you like that, come down on Thursday the 23rd of April. Doors open 7 p.m. Tickets are available in my bio. We always tag ourselves anyway, so. But yeah, thought I'd just plug that, because
I should probably plug mine then.
You go on then. Let's all plug our gigs.
I'm on tour in April. and I'm starting off in my hometown, North Shields. If you want to come down, it's the Engine Room on the 12th. I'm supported by a fella called Harrison Rimmer and a guy called Berry Hagman. Don't know if you've heard of him before.
Oh, yes.
But he's going to be trying out some album stuff before his big headline gig at the Ship Isis. Tickets might be available, don't know. Hopefully they have sold out, but if not, go grab a ticket. And I think that, I mean, if you want to follow me to Hull, feel free, but North Shields is the more likely one. I think that is everything I need to plug.
Yeah, so
cool.
Your gig, my gig, and most importantly, 27th of March at the Forum in Darlington. Go see them, the class.
Please.
And we will see you next week.
Please.